upstairs to make her bed, and not a word to her mother said. Her mother went upstairs too, saying, "Daughter, daughter, what troubles you?" "Oh mother, oh mother, oh mother, I cannot tell. That butcher, that boy I love so well. He courted my life well. And now at home, he will not stay. There is a place in London town, where that butcher, that boy, he goes and sits down and takes that strange girl on his knee, and tells her what he won't tell me. The father came home from work. Say, my daughter, she looks so hurt. He went upstairs to give her hope, and found her hanging from a rope. Knife and cut her down, and in her bosom, these words he found: "Go dig my grave both wide and deep, and place a marble slab at my head and feet." Coffin, a snow white dove, to warn the world that I died for love.
I used to wake and run with the moon. I lived like a rake and a young man. I covered my lovers with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. The sun, she would come and beat me back down, but every cruel day had its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. Yeah, my body was sharp and the dark air clean, and outrage my joyful companion. And whispering women, how sweet did they seem, kneeling for me to command them. And time was like water, but I was the sea. I wouldn't have noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and the turning of day into cursing. Well, you look at me now, don't think I don't know was to believe these ravings and lies. They're just tricks that his brain's been a-playing. A lover of women he can't hardly stand. He trembles, he's bent and he's broken. I've fallen, it's true, but I say to you, hold your tongues until after I've spoken. I was taking my pride in the pleasures I'd known. I laughed and said I'll be forgiven. But my laughter turned round, eyes blazing, and said, friend, we're holding a wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again. Tonight to the day we're a-binding. And now the dark air's like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Now the dark hair is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding.
The mess you made of things. I'm trying to reconstruct the air and all that brings. And oxidation is the compromise you own. But this is beginning to feel like the dog wants a bone. Say la la la. Your methods start the disconnect from all your creeds. As fortune strives to fill the vacuum that it feeds. But this is beginning to feel like the dog's lost the lead. Say both
My lover comes to me with a rose on her bosom. The moon's dancing purple all through her black hair. And her ladies in waiting, she'll stand 'neath my window, and the sun will rise soon on the false and the fair. Sing it to Lorelei. She tells me she comes from my mother, the mountain, and her skin fits her tightly, and her lips do not lie. She silently slips from her throat a medallion. Slowly she twirls it in front of my eye. Sing it to Lorelei. I watch her, I love her, and I long for to touch her. The satin she's wearing is shimmer and blue. And outside my window, her ladies are sleeping. My dogs are gone hunting, their howling is through. Sing it to Lorelei. So I reach for her hand, and her eyes turn to poison, and her hair turns to splinters, and her flesh turns to brine. She leaps across the room, she stands in the window, and screams that my firstborn will surely be blind. Sing it to Lorelei. Then she throws herself out to the black of the nightfall. She's parted her lips, but she makes not a sound. I fly down the stairway and I run to the garden. No trace of my true love is there to be found. Sing it to Lorelei. So walk these hills lightly and watch who you're loving. By our mother, the mountain, I swear that it's true. And love not a woman with hair black as midnight, and a dress made of satin all shimmer and blue. Sing it to Lorelei. Oh, my lover comes to me with a rose on her bosom. The moon's dancing purple all through her black hair. And her ladies in waiting, she'll stand 'neath my window, and the sun will rise soon on the false and the fair.
A face that quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? A face that quakes, the wind, the fire. I've conquered country, crown and throne. Why can't I cross this river? Pay no mind to the battles you've won. It'll take a lot more than rage and muscle. Open your heart and hands, my son, or you'll never make it over the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. It'll take a lot more than words and guns, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. Nature, nurture, heaven. It'll take a lot more than words and guns. Some are falling by the a whole lot more than riches and muscle. To conquer every mountain. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. Brave the forest, brave. It'll take a lot more than words and guns. Brave the icy winds, a whole lot more than riches and muscle. Brave and beat them on. The hands of the many must join as one, and together we'll cross the river. And together we'll cross the river. And together we'll cross the river. Nature, nurture, heaven and home. And together we'll cross. And together we'll cross the river. Nature, nurture, heaven and home. And together we'll cross. And together we'll cross the river.
Mother Earth is pregnant for the third time, for y'all have locked her up. I have tasted the maggots in the mind of the universe. I was not offended, for I knew I had to rise above it all, or drown in my own shit.
darkness, 1 inch of shadow. Love is the shadow that brightens the light. Self-control, still the heart of the sun.
La vita non mi piace se mi dà solo quel poco che ti do ma dopo il tuo fiato sul collo. Immagina dormire in casa con un occhio solo. Stai parlando troppo, levati di dosso. Se senti le voci nella mente piangi con me. Se parli male di me ma non a me non è a me. Corro come nei film ma sono al trailer. Ti amo amore ma mi rallenti via dalle palle. Che bello quando perdo interesse. Se fai una cosa per cui mi scadi, ritrovo sempre chiamate perse. Io non rispondo e adesso piangi. Non scendo a patti se non sei in grado di farli. Ho chiuso con un padre che non è mai stato tale. Vorrei dire mamma giuro che mi manchi. Ti raggiungo dopo devo solo ricambiare il male. Non ho più paura, voglio solo banconote. Il tuo ti amo è stato un proiettile nel cuore. Ora che l'ho tolto non ho più chi mi ferisce. Ascolto il peggio di me che mi suggerisce. Corri. 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 Levati di dosso, se senti le voci nella mente piangi con me. Se parli male di me ma non a me non è a me. Corro come nei film ma sono al trailer. Ti amo amore ma mi rallenti via dalle palle. Corri. 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 Corri.
Alright, so as we get this stand-up only fight underway, just a quick reminder on the rule set. No grappling or wrestling of any type, and fighters also cannot follow up with ground strikes on the canvas. So if you knock your opponent down, you cannot follow up with strikes. Very important to point that out here at the beginning of round one.
Sneaky body kick lands under the elbow.
Here we go, early round one. We talk about wrestling being a great equalizer in MMA, but length and reach is another one. He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it tonight.
You have got to be born with it, right? You don't get taller. When you're a tall guy, you have to understand, make your skill set match your...
I can hold my liquor, but this man can't handle his weed. Dark and lonely now, on Chicago south of town. I'm on the Indiana. I heard it in the radio now. I can't handle no liquor, but these bitches can't handle me. I can't control my niggas, and my niggas, they can't control me. You say you know me, my nigga, but you really just know the old me. Bitch, I'm back out my coma, waking up on your sofa. When I park my Range Rover, slightly scratch your Corolla. Okay, I smash your Corolla. I'm hanging on a hangover. 5 years we been over. Ask me why I came over. One more hit and I can own ya. One more fucking I can own ya. One cold night in October, pussy had me floating. Feel like Deepak Chopra. Pussy had me dead. Might call Tupac over. Yeezys all on your sofa. These the red Octobers. Still ain't learned me no manners. You love me when I ain't sober. You love me when I'm hungover. Even when I blow Doja. Then the auntie came over. Skinny bitch with no shoulders. Telling you that I'm bogus. Bitch, you don't even know us. Baby girl, he's a loner. Baby girl, he's a loner. Late night organ donor. After that, he disown ya. After that, it's just hopeless. Soulmates become soulless. When it's over, it's over. And bitch, I'm back out my coma. Oh,
but you really just know the